This is Leadhead Nick Dooley from Pearce, South Dakota. Thanks for all the podcasts, Marty. You have a good one. Here's to 300.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Talking Lead, episode 302.
Yeah, baby. And as you guys have heard from my emails that I read all the time from this gentleman, you probably can guess who that is. It's none other than Leadhead Austin Whalen from Texas. What up? What up, Austin?
How's it going?
Going good, man. Appreciate you joining the show. This is a very special episode. I have brought together some select lead heads. We did this a couple of episodes ago, and I think it's something that I'm going to continue to do throughout our 300th episode celebration. And the reason that I did this was I was inundated with jackwagons this week, and I needed help. So I called on some fellow lead heads to help us out. Also joining us from the great state of, is it Utah? No, you're not Utah. Where are you at, Nick?
South Dakota.
Yeah, something like that. South Dakota. We've got Nick Dooley. He tried to join us 2 episodes ago when we did the live broadcast.
Yep, I sure did. Just couldn't make it there in time, but glad to be here now. So how's everybody out there doing today?
You suck with that voice, man. I hate you. It's so good. It's so golden. I call you Golden Throat. And then south of me, down in Georgia, we've got longtime leadhead Pearce Taylor joining us. Welcome in, Pearce.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Thanks for joining us. So I've got 3 select leadheads here that's going to be helping me with the show today, episode 302. And like I said, we've got a lot of jackwagons that we need to get to. But before we do that, we want to thank the sponsors of the show. So I'm going to start with Pearce. And who should we thank first, Pearce?
Let's thank the official optics of Talking Lead, Right On.
Right On Optics. There you go. RightOnOptics.com. And I'm sure all 3 of you have your Right On Optics already. Either it's a red dot or a scope. Yep. They've got a wide selection. They're coming out with something new that I can't talk about yet, but I'm letting you guys know. I'm building it up. They've got something new coming out, and you're really going to like it.
I might have a theory.
Yeah.
So they may kill me for dropping that hint, but anyway, I think they've said it a couple of times on the show anyway. So
that's all right. I love my Mod 7, so
check them out, rightonoptics.com. If you're law enforcement military, you're going to get a nice big fat, was it 40? 40%. That's still a big fat discount.
Good.
And then if you're not, you can always use the Talking Lead discount code, which I think that gets you like 25 or something. I can't remember what it is, but you'll get something. Get a little something. Who else? Who else sponsors the show, Nick?
Well, of course, we have Kel-Tec Weapons. If you're looking for the leaders in innovation in the firearms industry, go to keltecweapons.com. And
they make those awesome bullpups, too. The RDB, the RFB, the KSG, the KS7.
And don't forget the CP33, the pistol that they decided to donate to the 300 episode special
of Talking Lead. That is awesome. Yes, they did. And we haven't come up with specifics on that yet, but I do have more information to give you guys a little bit later on with Nick also has a nice surprise, which, did we drop that? Did we make that announcement 2 episodes ago?
Yep, we did make the announcement that we're giving away a silencer. So
there you go. So no surprise, but we're going to give you details on what you're going to have to do to be eligible for the suppressor, the CP33, and then, of course, ASP with our 3 XTDFs. We've got the box here. I'm looking. Here it is right here. I'm showing these guys because we're on video. If you're listening, obviously you can't see it, but go to their website, aspusa.com, and check out the XTDF dual fuel flashlight. We're giving 3 of these away with a kit, and the kit comes with all kinds of cool stuff. It's got a case. It's got a holster that fits on your belt for your light, different charging adapters, batteries, things like that. Giving 3 of these away at like $160 value, and all you got to do is go to your local LE, find them on the street, go to the was it called an office? It's a station, isn't it? I always call it an office. It's a station. And if they will be so kind, ask them, take a selfie, and then do a post. And all you got to do, say something nice, obviously, but tag ASP, tag Talking Lead, and then use the hashtag. You guys remember what the hashtag is? There's two.
Hashtag ASP gear.
And hashtag TL300. And then you can hashtag anything you want after that, but that's how I'm going to find them. And don't do hashtag TL space 300 because I won't find it that way. But fortunately, I found our first post for this contest today, and it was on Facebook. And Addison Drospalosus, I don't know how to say your name, Addison, but you were our first post. I'm not saying you're winning. We're not starting to pick winners until a few more episodes. But he's our first post. He kicked it off. I did a repost on our Facebook page. You guys can go and look and see what he did. Just copy what he did, which is cool. He's there at the Pooler police station. And I guess this is I think it's in Texas. No, Georgia. It's in Savannah, Georgia. So close to you,
Yeah, Pooler's
Pearce.
right outside of Savannah.
Okay. So he just walked in there and took a picture by their logo. He's got one of the officers there with him, big thumbs up, and he did the post there. So we want to see those on Instagram. We want to see those on Facebook, and we're going to go through and randomly pick 3 of you leadheads to win this kit. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, for all these other giveaways that we're doing, you have to do everything. So if you haven't made one of these posts and you want to win that CP33 or you want to win that suppressor, and you haven't done the XT post, the ASP post, you're not eligible. So what do you guys think about that?
That'll work.
That'll work.
You got to want it.
I want to see some participation on this, guys. So I don't know what the holdup is. I know we dropped this during a holiday, but we've only had one post on Instagram and Facebook since we announced this giveaway. And I mean, to be frank with you, I'm a little embarrassed. So even if you've won in the past, when we did the EDC Pocket Dump Rewards program, we had a good participation in that. Go back and do it again. You know, you're still eligible to win this package also. Same thing, if you win this flashlight, you're still eligible to win the suppressor. You're still eligible to win the CP33. So, and all the other cool stuff that we're going to be giving away, which includes Rats tourniquets, and everybody who wins is going to get a Rats tourniquet in addition to whatever we pick you to win. Our good buddy Jeff Kirkham over there, Ready Man, Black Rifle Coffee, the Beard Company. I mean, he's got like 15,000 different companies that he runs. Inventor of the Rats tourniquet is donating those to you leadheads. So we'll be giving those to every winner and then some. X Steel targets, Austin.
X Steel targets.
The best AR-500 steel targets on the market.
There you go. Our X Steel targets. They're donating a set of gongs. So we're going to be giving those away. 1776 United, the official swag provider of Talking Lead. We've got 4 $25 gift cards that we're going to be giving away. And we're going to pick 2 people today to win those. So stay tuned.
All right.
Stay tuned.
I'm pretty sure 1776 is right down the road from me.
They are. They're
I
real
think
close.
they're in Roswell.
You are correct, sir. James in the group down there at 1776 United. Our patches, the Leadhead Brigade patches, are back up for pre-order. So I know a lot of you guys have been telling me that you've been trying to order those and they've been back ordered. So he's taking pre-orders now. You go to 1776united.com. Just type in Talking Lead and all our stuff comes up, and then you can go and put your name down to get the pre-order on those patches. And then what else are we giving away? What else? I'm looking through my list here. What were you saying?
Aren't there also some substantial discounts from Safariland coming too from the last podcast that I think he was going to throw in randomly?
That is correct. So our good buddy Keith Garcia, if you guys didn't listen to episode 301, make sure you go back. Keith Garcia, Chad Enos joined us. Keith had the privilege to train Keanu Reeves for the John Wick movie. So he talks about that a little bit. He also said he was going to hook me up with Taryn Butler, which he did. So stay tuned for that. I think we're going to have Taryn Butler on coming up.
Now that would be an amazing interview.
I've heard he's a pretty cool dude. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that's coming up. And then ASP gear, if you want to go ahead and go buy some of their lights, accessories, what's that discount code? Do you remember?
As a matter of fact, while we were talking just now, I just did the pre-order on the Leadhead Brigade patch.
Look at you go. So
I
the
did mine
discount
yesterday.
My man.
The discount is LED20, LEAD 20 at ASP's website, ASP USA. You get 20% off any of their flashlights and flashlight accessories. That's pretty sweet. And then, like Nick was saying, Safari Land, we've got some 40%, I think is what he said.
Yep, 40% off discounts from Safari Land.
Coming from Safari Land that we're going to be giving out. And there's something else. I'm missing something else. Oh, the cups.
The from Dipstick Hydrocoating. The Talking Lead Yeti, or Letty. Keeps your drinks minutes cooler than a Yeti. Don't be a snowflake.
Get your Talking Letty. It may not be the big Lettys because there's a lawsuit. Letty is suing, or Letty, Yeti is suing people that are using that style cup. Can you believe that bullshit? I'm going to throw them on the Jackwagon train. I'm going to go ahead and do a preemptive Jackwagon with Yeti. So his suppliers can't get that style of cup anymore. So the Talking Letty will be something different. But we're going to do a special run of the 300th episode with one of those cool 300 episode logos that I designed. I've thrown out like 3 or 4 different ones. Go to dipstick123.com/Talking Lead to get your awesome Talking Lettys. They're going to be something obviously better than a Yeti. It's going to be a Talking Letty. So go get that. And we'll probably set up pre-orders, but we're going to give some of those away. I don't know how many he's going to make. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot. And there's probably more I'm forgetting. But as we go, as we continue, I think more people will probably be jumping on board. I think that's a good segue into our Jackwagon train with the Yeti. So, Gunny, go ahead and bring that train in. We'll get started on this big list from you lead heads.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
All right, so the train has stationed, and I think I'm going to start with my guests like I normally do. And let's go from as far as states go. The closest to me would be Georgia. So let's start with Pearce. And Pearce, tell us who your Jackwagon is this week.
Well, I'm going to start this off strong with President Trump. After the Virginia Beach shooting, he was asked a question today, and the suspect in the Virginia Beach shooting used a silencer on his weapon. Do you believe that silencers should be restricted? And his response was, I don't like them at all. So my fear is he going to now have a little bit of vendetta like the bump stocks?
Oh my gosh. So has Junior chimed in on this? Do we know? Is he trying to reel his dad in?
No, because Junior visited Silencer Co., didn't he? I'm
sure he did. He probably owns stock in them.
Currently, the internet is just melting with the screen capture of whitehouse.gov's remarks on it.
Read those remarks for us.
That was just verbatim what Pearce had just said.
Okay.
But everybody's posting the screen cap of that.
Just the screen
and going,
cap. What the fuck?
This is why bump stocks mattered. Which, by the way, if anybody was curious, it is illegal to own or possess a silencer or suppressor, whichever term you wish to use. It is illegal to own a gun muffler in Virginia Beach.
Because nobody can own one there.
Yeah. So strangely enough, it was against the law.
So he was breaking the law anyway, and then he was breaking the law by murdering people and shooting at them.
If only there was a law.
In a gun-free zone?
It was a gun-free zone. I was reading an article earlier today that they're saying it was a gun-free zone.
So
if only there was a law against killing people, then all of this would stop, right?
No,
right.
It's not. So this is the first suppressor that's been used that I'm aware of in any of these mass murders.
Yes, and anytime recently. I know that if you break it down, there were years ago some other NFA items used, but those have mainly been either illegal machine guns or at the time legally obtained ones that have been stolen or things of that nature.
Right.
But with the bump stocks, we've seen it only takes one time. I think Vegas was the only time a bump stock's been used in a crime.
Allegedly
used.
True.
There's still been no proof that he used one.
Really hard to use a bump stock from a tripod.
It's hard to use one anyway, regardless of what it's on. Where was that shooting?
It was in Virginia Beach.
I want to see if there's what they're saying about the silencer. Okay, well, that's the first I've heard about that. So I need to do some more research on that and see what all's going on with that. So, I mean, it's been confirmed that he actually did use that silencer? Have we got confirmation on that?
So looking at the reports now and what I had read earlier, he used a 45 caliber handgun and a silencer.
Yeah, I heard he used two 45s. Do we know what model guns those were? Was it a Glock or 1911 or what was he using?
Police say that one pistol had a suppressor and several empty extended magazines.
Okay. They're not identifying what brand yet of...
No, they haven't said which ones they are, but they're both legally purchased, one in 2016 and one in 2018.
Okay. Well, this definitely ramps this up to a whole nother level of our attention and why we need to, more than ever, jump on our local politicians and educate them. And again, don't support any of this bullshit bans because you know they're gonna jump on that.
No, the best thing you can do is be an advocate for the 2A and get involved with your more than just your local legislature or anything like that. There are organizations, several of them that are coming along that are fighting things as we go because before there's always legislation, there's activism, there's legislation. And then there's trying to remember the term for the legal battles that we have, because if we can't fight it in the before it becomes a law, then we have to fight it in the courts.
Yeah,
litigation.
So litigation. Be proactive, not reactive, because the litigation's the reactive, and we don't want it to get that far. All right, so enough of that one. Let's skip that one. Let's go to so Texas would be before South Dakota. So let's go to Austin.
Who's
your jackwagon?
So my jackwagon is bad drivers.
Bad drivers, just in general?
Bad drivers.
Okay.
I got cut off earlier on my way home today, man.
Sons of bitches.
Curse.
You know what I hate? Especially during rush hour, are people who they know the light's going to change and they know that they're not going to get up there, but they still block the intersection anyway. They pull on out. And then when it's your turn to go, you can't go because they're blocking the intersection.
Yeah.
And I got honked at because I refused to go. The intersection was blocked. Light was green. There was nowhere for me to go. And everybody behind me is just laying on the horn. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, where are you going to go? Where can you go? You can't go. There's nowhere to go. So, yeah, definitely. Learn how to freaking drive and learn the rules. Just a little common courtesy,
Just stay back about 200 feet. You're good.
Stay back 200. That's right. And if you see that the traffic is starting to bottleneck, don't pull up. Just stop and wait because that's what you're supposed to do. Even if the light's green doesn't mean you have to go.
Yeah.
Some people think it's green, I got to go. People are honking behind me. Screw the people behind you. They're not going to go anywhere either. If they were in your spot, they couldn't go anywhere either. So good call. What about your other one?
So today I checked my game cameras I keep at my parking lot at work. And I caught some guys who broke in to a shoe store around the block. I got their faces, putting on their masks, and you see them run up back to their car with the shoe boxes and stuff.
It's hilarious. So if you guys remember, I don't know how many episodes ago it was, but there were some people that were using your parking lot as a bathroom or something, right? Were they?
They use them as a bathroom and breaking windows in cars.
And trying to break into cars, and you caught them with your surveillance cameras. And then these guys, there's pictures, and I'll post the pictures on our show notes. Is it okay if I do that?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. And I'm not going to tell them where you work or anything, but these jackwagons pull up into their parking lot, and they're staging a crime right there. They're putting on their mask and their hoodies. And like you said, they go on over a few blocks to the shoe store and knock over the shoe store. And what are they stealing? Some kind of new kicks that are out? What are they called?
They stole those new Kanye West shoes, the Yeezys.
So he's making shoes now, Yeezys.
Yep, with Adidas.
Okay, all right. Well,
and I would like to add that that officer that I gave them the evidence for the guy breaking in the car, he actually came back and told me that he caught the guy and needed the images to put on a case for the guy. And I actually gave him that Defy watch I won.
Oh, really? Look at you go, man.
Yes, because I already got my other Defy watch.
Well, very good, man. So you need to, if that guy will let you, take a picture with him with his Defy watch. And if he's got an ASP gear, take it with the ASP, because if you're law enforcement, all listeners are eligible for our giveaways. Law enforcement, civilian, military, first responders, everybody's eligible. But if you're LE or whatever, you're using ASP gear and you take a picture with the equipment gear you're using, you're going to get a little something extra from Michael. He's already said that. So very cool. That's a good jackwagon. So those guys are going to get prosecuted. Hopefully they don't call you. You don't have to go testify against them or anything, but those pictures will be used to prosecute them. Though I guess those shoes will look good in jail. But boom, that's a joke. All right. Let's go to South Dakota now to Nick Dooley. And who's your jackwagon?
My jackwagon this week is actually going to be Salesforce.
Okay.
So if anybody's not sure what they are, they're calling them a tech giant, but they are a software company, and they do a lot of software for retail stores that they're going through, and it's business software to help with point of sale systems and things of that nature.
Okay.
Well, now they've decided that you're not allowed to sell any. How is their exact wording here? They want to stop selling military-style rifles or stop using our software. And they said that to Camping World. And Camping World said that their software was magic, but they are not ready to quit selling the rifles. They spend more than $1 million a year on Salesforce's software, and they're mainly e-commerce. So it's the same thing where a company is trying to use their tighten up their purse strings and hurt people who are selling firearms, not by saying, not by outlawing firearms, but by saying, oh, we're not going to let you use our software to sell guns anymore.
So
and they're
somebody who's already tied in, probably monetarily very heavily. I want somebody to sue them. Somebody needs to sue them and say, look, it's mine. I'm using it. You can't tell me what to do with it at this point. You can't change the rules of the game after I've given you $3 million for your software.
Well, and it's one of those, they've had a relationship for several years, and, it's at over $1 million a year is what they've been paying this company. That's just Camping World.
Jeez.
But Camping World is, I believe they're a subsidiary of Bass Pro Shops. So, if you're looking at Bass Pro,
is going to win that one. They're going to win that fight, definitely.
I don't remember if they are for sure or not, but it's one of those, my memory thinks so. But, that's just another one, like we were talking earlier, where PayPal has done the same thing. The Square readers have done the same thing, where if you're a firearms industry, you're not supposed to use Square. If they find out that's what you're using, that it's for gun sales, then they'll freeze your account and won't send you any of the money and things of those nature.
Yeah.
They're trying to ban the sale of firearms by not letting people use their products.
It goes
There's
on.
also the CEO of Salesforce. He put out a tweet, what was it, February 15th, 2018, saying the AR-15 is the most popular rifle in America. Ban it.
Jackwagon.
That is
all of them, Jackwagon.
Mark Benioff, something like that. And
he's the CEO of Salesforce?
CEO of Salesforce.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, here's a golden opportunity for a new company to jump in and get some multi-million-dollar business. I'm sure somebody will be happy to replace them. So.
Oh yeah, there's several companies that'll help with that, and it's a lot of them start small and then get bigger, but it's.
And it says on here too, after their contracts expire. So.
Yep.
So it's not like they're doing it mid-game or anything. But I mean, again. It's their company. Their company. They can do what they want. If that's what they want to do, more power to them. They're going to lose a crap ton of business over it.
Well, we've all seen how well that's working for Dick's Sporting Goods, haven't we?
Who? Dick's. I can't believe
exactly.
the one here in my town is still open. It's still open though. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So all right, enough about Salesforce. They can go suck it. Welcome to the Jackwagon Train. We got several more, and I'm gonna let you guys take these next one, and they're from random leadheads and submitted by several of you guys. Let's do the Florida guy there. Who wants to take the Florida guy? It's the very first one, I think. Since you're farthest away from Florida, Nick, you take the Florida guy.
Yep, I was just trying to pull it up so I could read the story and do it justice.
Just do it like I do it.
I know, but I had to wait for this to load. So this is officials say a Florida man accidentally shot lover to death during foreplay. So I'm not sure what they're into, but
okay.
By the look of this guy, it starts with meth and ends in amphetamines. And
so it gives details? What were they doing?
So it says that a man has been charged with manslaughter after he allegedly shot a woman while using his gun during a sex act. Andrew Schinel, 23, shot the unidentified woman while engaging in the act of foreplay involving his registered handgun. Deputies recalled to Schinel's home in Valerico, Florida, which he shares with his parents after reporting the incident, and arrested the 23-year-old man. The woman was reportedly shot in her upper body and was transported to a local hospital where she later succumbed to the injury.
So she died.
She died.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what kind of foreplay they're into, but no.
I'm just imagining Pop. Mom, help!
Mom! Because he lives with his parents.
Is this your place? No, I live with my mom. Oh. Yeah. You hungry? Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did they was there Cheetos all over the gun?
You know, they didn't cover that.
Oh, okay. All right, so enough about that jackwagon, but something that kind of ties into that. Let's go to our next jackwagon. Who's covering this one?
I'll cover that one.
All right, Austin.
All right, so we got a Cameron Wilson. He's 27 years old. Apparently, he shot himself in the groin.
Okay.
And
how do you do that?
13-time. He's a 13-time convicted felon.
Not once, not twice. 13 felonies, and he's out. Okay, he's out running around with a gun. All right.
So while he was in surgery getting the bullet taken out, a balloon fell out of his anus filled with marijuana.
So wait. So he shoots himself in the nads. He goes to the hospital to, I guess, have surgery, whatever. I can't imagine it's still in there. And then while they're operating on him, a balloon full of marijuana comes out of his ass. Is that what? Oh my gosh!
That's what happened.
Let me paint this picture on the operating table.
On the operating table.
Oh my gosh! So
the police were called, and they searched his car and found a bag of meth and the bloody-soaked jeans.
So after he shot himself, he shit his pants.
And a week later, upon a strip search in the jail, another balloon pops out.
You know, maybe after 13 times in jail, 13 felonies, he just doesn't have the tension to hold the balloons like he used to.
He's lost that elasticity, I guess. So he's a felon. He had a gun, so there's another felony they're going to throw on him. And then he had marijuana. So there's another. I don't know what state he was in. It may have been legal.
It was Washington.
Maybe he's been in jail so long that he didn't know marijuana was legal in a lot of places. Well, I mean, he is a criminal, so they're not the smartest tools in the box.
And then there's also the meth.
The meth.
Yeah.
There's that. That's not legal anywhere that I know of yet. All right, so who wants to take the other I don't know how you say it, the sex one. the chick that looks like a dude.
Oh, the individual who held the apparent female who held a gun to a man's head and said that he had to give her oral sex,
or she'd shoot him.
Or she'd shoot him. So instead, he jumped off a balcony.
So this happens in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A man jumped from a second-floor apartment balcony after a woman with a gun tried to shoot him because he refused to give her oral sex. What Aneish Speed, 19, was at the man's apartment after he invited her up after the pair had spent much of the day together. So once inside his apartment, this chick asked him to perform oral sex on her. When the man declined, she took out a handgun, aimed the gun at the man, and said she would shoot him if he didn't perform. The dude grabbed her wrist and she fired a shot into the wall. She was serious. He then ran to the second floor balcony and jumped to the ground, and another shot was fired at this dude as he's running away. Oh, says police located this person, this chick. I mean, it looks like a dude to me. She resisted arrest, as you can tell from the mugshot. If you guys pull this up, where are we at here? This is on Defensive Maven.
Mine is
Defense Maven.
Defense Maven. That's where I have the story up as well.
Yeah, and he's got a big old forehead strawberry. They probably face planted her.
Somebody's face meant asphalt.
Yeah, that's funny. So, I don't know. What's this rash of dudes and women beating up dudes, shooting dudes for not having sex with them? What's going on with this? It's like it's raining cats and dogs or something, you know? The world's in chaos. But of course, I mean, if you look at this chick, I could probably
as you keep reading the story. So she was also booked on other charges aside from that, and she stole a shotgun and a PlayStation 4 game console
from dude's apartment. That'll show him. That'll learn him. He'll stick that tongue out next time.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh! What?
I like how it says that they had spent the day together. So they hanging out all day, has a great time, goes up to the apartment, then she pulls the gun.
Right. I mean, what did he think? I guess he thought they were going to play PlayStation. He's 19. He's like, I got the new Assassin's Creed. Come on out, let's play. Oh my gosh! Who else we got? Did you do the Obama one yet?
No, nobody's
You're
done that
muted,
one
Pearce.
No, I can do that one though.
Do that one.
So Obama, probably a multi passenger the Jackwagon.
I don't know
train.
how he gets off the train every time, but you got to tighten up that security.
Sneaky one. So he gave I think a speech in Brazil. This is coming from Fox News. He made a few statements that aren't exactly on the up and up. So the bulk
What's
of it
new?
is, without much, if any, regulation, he's talking about being able to buy guns. They can buy it over the internet. They can buy machine guns. And for me, having to speak to parents who have lost a child just 2 days after and not being able to assure them that they're changed, that we would fix this, I wouldn't bring their children back. So he's basically saying you can buy machine guns at will. You can buy guns online, and
which you can. It's completely legal to do that if you do it.
Right.
If you're legally able to own them and purchase them and go through the proper channels, yes. It's absolutely legal to own machine guns.
Mm-hmm.
And who is they? Who is he? Who is they that he's referring to?
Just
criminals, right?
No. Probably the American public.
The American people. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the big thing is without much, if any, regulation, and then talks about machine guns.
I mean, it's completely regulated. It's over-regulated. It's too much regulated. This is not enforced. That's the problem. And
yeah, that's definitely some of it is there's definitely supposed to be a lot of enforcement on it. I mean, as an SOT, depending upon what type of SOT you are, I require a letter from a law enforcement agency saying they want to demo a firearm before I can order a full auto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you follow the law and the rules and the regulations.
Exactly. Unlike Wish.
Who's Wish?
Wish.com. The people that are now that's moving right into another jackwagon.
Okay, let's move on. Keep it going. This train we're getting extra box cars for this baby. I love this.
So a couple months ago, Wish.com, which is one of those it's an app or website that sells Chinese knockoff stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can get your fake ACOG for $70 and then wonder why the reticle's sideways.
Right.
But
or splits in two. Yeah.
They were selling Glock auto sear kits, for $80.
Is that how they're advertising them?
Yeah, it straight up says like auto sear kit for Glock or full auto Glock.
And they're selling these on Amazon.
Amazon and Wish, and it was just like $80. You could get it, take the back plate off, and have a full auto Glock.
Which that's illegal.
Very much so, because it's anything made after May of 1986 is very heavily regulated,
right, and
non-transferable.
And these sear kits, unless you're law enforcement or military, are illegal. Can't have those. So you got to know your laws for one.
But no,
I'm sure they got shut down pretty quick, huh?
No, it didn't. It ran for over 8 months.
Really?
And they were dropping them in, and they were selling these and going through. And of course, because since we were already talking about
PayPal.
Money and PayPal came through, and when the ATF said, "Oh man, somebody's getting these in," you're never going to believe what port they came into. They came into the United States in the port of Chicago.
Chi-town.
Not only did they come in, but they came into one of the most heavily gun-controlled cities in the country, into Chicago, and then dispersed. And they say that there's 3,800 orders in the U.S.
Well, they've got addresses. PayPal's given up all the addresses and everything, aren't they?
Yes, they have. They've gave up the addresses that everybody. So.
Well, there you go. I mean, they're dumbasses for ordering them. So I hope they get busted. They shouldn't have been ordering them. They knew. I mean, some people probably didn't know, but if they didn't know what they were or that they were illegal, they probably don't know how to use them either. So
should I take the one off mine?
If it's illegal, yeah, you should do that.
That depends. Do you like your dog?
They're okay.
Is that a John Wick reference?
Well, it's an ATF shooting a dog joke.
Yeah. So do we have any more jackwagons? Was that take care of our jackwagon list? We got anybody else we need to throw on there?
Do we want to do the elderly couple one?
The elderly couple one.
That was more just, I sent that one in, or I put that one in. That was just more of a, since there were so many other odd things that seemed to have a sexual nature. The elderly couple that burned down their home with a 75-year-old flamethrower as part of a sex game.
Okay. That'd be a good honorable mention there. So Google elderly couple burns their house down during sex game, and you can read the story on that with a blowtorch. Very nice. All right, let's wrap up our jackwagons because we want to get into our new segment, which still remains nameless. So I posted today, which is June the 3rd, on Instagram and Facebook. And guys, read what our 5 finalists are for our new segment, The Opposite of the Jackwagon. Who wants to read that?
There is Celebrity.
Okay, so Celebrity.
Lefty's Heroes.
Lefty's Heroes, as in Hogan's Heroes, Lefty's Heroes.
Honorable Leadheads.
I came up with that one on the seat of my pants last episode. Honorable Leadheads.
Talking Lead Valor Award.
Talking Lead Valor Award. Yeah.
Leadhead Ting Award.
Now that one just came to me also. I was driving down the road to the gym and I was like thinking about this. I was like, we're honoring people that make a difference, that impact our communities, our world, and then impact hit me. And then the X Steel Targets little jingle hit me, and I was like, Ting, impact. Okay, we'll call it the Talking Lead Ting Award. Leadhead. I call it Leadhead?
Leadhead Ting Award.
The Leadhead
for those
Ting.
making a positive impact.
Yeah, so like the sound that your bullet makes when it hits an AR-500 steel target is a ting. So it makes an impact. So that's why I came up with that. I thought it was cool, seat of my pants kind of thing. Is that the names?
That's the names.
Okay. Do vehicles, Pearce. Do you have it pulled up?
Yes, I got it right here.
Okay.
Well, the first one is the Lead Force 1, followed by the Liberty Limo, the Manifest Destiny Wagon, Talking Lead Hall of Heroes, and the Wall of Leadness.
The Wall of Leadness. That was another one that came to me when I was doing the teen thing. Like the Wall of Greatness, the Wall of Leadness.
Sounds heavy.
It's heavy. It's if if you've got leadness, you got a little extra something special about you. So that's where I came up with that one. Anyway, I needed a fifth one to balance it out. So it's and I didn't like any of the other options, so I came up with that one. So those are the options. You go to Instagram. I've got a post. It says vote. It's got a flag behind it. And what does it say? I can't remember what it said. I'll pull it up.
Name that segment.
Name that segment. There you go. Find that post. You can go there and vote. And next episode, we're going to announce which way we're going with it.
And that's on both Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yes, sir. Facebook and Instagram. Just go to Talking Lead. And if you guys will share that, please share it, because I'm getting bogged down again. They're choking me down on my my post, so it's not getting out to everyone. So if you guys can, as you're listening to this, go and share it. Tell your fellow lead heads about it so they'll get an opportunity to vote. I want everybody to have an opportunity to get involved with this. So let's start off. Who's our first nominee for this week?
First nominee for is what we're going to put on, probably going to end up being called Lead Force 1. Okay. It's a gentleman that we've met before on the podcast, and was a great man who unfortunately passed this past week. I'd say Al Mempre.
That is a excellent nominee there. Al Mempre, one of the last surviving members of the Band of Brothers Easy Company, the greatest generation during World War II. So, yeah, he was a great guy. If you guys didn't get a chance to go to listen to that interview, go back to, I think it's 285. I can't remember what episode it was, but it says Al Mempre on the heading, and you'll be able to find it pretty easily. Very good.
Episode 282.
282. There you go. Thank you, Pearce. Very good episode. Very interesting. I was really looking forward to interviewing him again this year or next year's SHOT Show. But we lost a good one there. And, that generation, we're losing very few of them left. So if you get an opportunity to sit down and talk with one of them and get their stories, you need to take the opportunity to do that. And speaking of, I think we've got another one along those lines, another World War II vet, right? I was looking forward here.
World War II Korean POW veteran celebrates 100th birthday in Tullahoma.
There you go. So this is in my neck of the woods. I'll take this one. 100th birthday. This is Tullahoma, Tennessee. It says, Tullahoma community celebrated a very special veteran's birthday Sunday. Not only is it this man's 100th birthday, he survived both World War II and the Korean War, and is a 2-time prisoner of war, escaping both times. Army Ranger Lieutenant Tommy Gwynn says his birthday this year is much different from 1944, when he was heading to Normandy for what we now remember as D-Day. And isn't this is it how many years?
75th.
75th anniversary.
75th anniversary of D-Day is June 6th.
June 6th.
This year.
There we go. That's coming up. So this is appropriate for that as well. It says, Gwynn survived D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge. While in Normandy, he received a battlefield commission and to second lieutenant, one of the highest honors. He says he was one of the few surviving Rangers who was called back to help fight in the Korean War. While in Korea, Gwynn was captured twice. The second time, he says they attempted to hang him with his belt, but they couldn't figure it out, and that's when he fought back and got away. Well, that's probably why he's lived so long now. He's a fighter. Gwynn was wounded at least 24 times during both wars. He received more than 40 awards, including 12 Purple Hearts. So it goes on and talks about that. You guys can go to WKRN.com, and there's some great pictures of him there. He's got his red, white, and blue shirt on with all his medals, hooting it up there. I would introduce him to my grandma. She just turned 101.
Yeah.
So that's a good nominee for the whatever we're going to call it. I mean, one of those honorable lead heads. Is that what it's? Honorable lead heads. Celebrities, whatever we're going to call it. And you say the Lead Force 1 is pulling in strong right now with votes?
Well, I know that I read the Instagram posts, and Lefty's Heroes and Lead Force 1 definitely seem to be leading it.
Okay. I like the Liberty Limo. I dig that one.
Although some people wanted 2 vehicles, I think, right?
2 vehicles?
Some people always just want a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Somebody did two two alphas instead of a numeric and an alpha. And that was Danny at Dipstick. He was being a butt anyway. All right, so we've got, that's 2, and honoring our World War II veterans and the 75th anniversary of D-Day coming up, as probably when this will be released, and you guys will be hearing it right about that time. So I think we've got another one, don't we?
Well, if we don't, I have one that I can definitely add on the fly here. I know what we've talked about a little bit before, but with talking about D-Day and things like that, all the folks that make the honor flights possible should definitely be on that. Which, if anybody doesn't know what that is, they it started in, it's a Midwest, but it's all over the country, and I think every state has had them go out where they fly World War II veterans to go see the memorial, and they fly the veterans free of charge. They take medics with them and everything so that they can go see their memorials.
Oh, nice. Very good. Yeah. I've been meaning to get that person on the show. Didn't you make an introduction with? Yep,
I did. I can make that happen. I'll get you in contact with her again.
Okay. Yeah. Just stay on me on that, because I definitely want to get them on. We'll make that happen next week. Here's the one I was thinking about, and it's the Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher. If any of you guys have been following that story, where the wife has been working relentlessly on getting his story out there, making sure that he's being fairly, properly treated. But basically, if you guys don't know the story, decorated Navy SEAL facing a murder trial and the death of an Islamic State prisoner. He was freed Thursday from custody after a military judge cited interference by prosecutors. And this has been a long, ongoing, nasty battle that his wife has been going through, and she's been doing an amazing job getting the word out, doing the social media posts, doing the news rounds, going to all the news shows, and getting her message out. And I think she's played a big part. I think she's like the main reason why he has been freed from prison. Now, he's still got to face trial, still got to go to trial, but it's just the circumstances of this case and this story are ridiculous. And it would take 2 shows for us to go through and talk about all the injustice and the harshness that he's been going through while he's been incarcerated. So,
yeah, the quote here is that accused the prosecutors of a rogue, relentless, and unlawful cyber campaign that may have violated attorney-client privilege and hurt his ability to get a fair trial.
Yeah. And I'm trying to find his wife's name here. I started following her on Instagram, so I've been getting the feeds. I don't guess it names her. Yes, let me find my phone here, and I'll just tell you the Instagram page. Better Business Babe is what it is on Instagram. Better_business_babe. And I mean, as soon as I pulled up Instagram, she's got a feed on here. I mean, it was the first thing that comes up. And she's got a picture of this CZAPLAK. He's in this story that they're talking about. He's a commander, I think. Where was that at up here? Anyway, I'll read hers. It says, I guess he's the prosecuting guy. He is off the case. Just minutes ago, our defense team was notified. Our motion to disqualify the lead prosecutor has been granted. And his last name is CZAPLAK. You can't even pronounce that. Come on.
Can I buy a vowel?
Buy something, man. But this guy's been fired. So, yeah, you can follow her on Instagram under that. Let her know that you're Leadhead. You're supporting Christopher Zapalak. That's his name. There's Commander Christopher Zapalak, whatever. I don't know. So, yeah, his wife, the Better Business Babe is what it is on Instagram.
It was Andrea Gallagher.
She definitely is getting a ride on the Lead Force One, baby. What else? Anybody else? Was there another one? Oh, yeah, this one in England. So sometimes you got to go to extremes to get your local government to take action. And I know a lot of you, if you live in rural areas, your potholes, trying to get a pothole fixed in your road takes an act of Congress sometimes. So this dude in England, what he does is he went and he drew penises around all the potholes. He got a spray can of paint and drew big old giant penises around the potholes. And what happened? They went and fixed all the potholes because they had to go and get rid of that graffiti. So I am throwing this guy. He is my Lefty's hero of the week. And it's in another country, and it could be anywhere around the world. People making a difference, doing good things. Where's his name? I will say his name if I can. Well,
it shows in one of the pictures. Y'all know there's like a famous tagger, Bansky. He's like an artist or whatever. This guy, we drew the penises. He tagged it as Wanksy.
Wanksy. Okay. He probably wants to stay anonymous so he doesn't get arrested, but I can't blame him. But good on him. Good for him. I mean, he took action and he got results. And he did it in a non-violent, non-confrontational way. It's just he used his brain. Very good.
Not all heroes wear capes.
So some draw penises.
Some.
Very good. So unless we got any more, we'll wrap up that segment. Any more? So I want to get to know the leadheads that have joined us today. Let's start with you, Pearce. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got involved with the Talking Lead podcast, what you do, what you like.
Well, been a leadhead for a couple of years now, at least 1.5, 2 years, and listen to every show as soon as it comes on for the most part. Longtime gun enthusiast, and I am a attorney in Atlanta. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
We'll get to that. That's good for now. Very good.
Okay.
And have you won any contests yet? Have you been a recipient of any of our giveaways?
Yeah. Well, the shirt I'm wearing.
That's a nice shirt.
Sent me that. Let me see. I also got a signed book from the Russian Spetsnaz.
Marco Vorobiev.
Yes, nice. I got his book
good.
Signed.
He did send that. Okay, good.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get mine, so.
Oh no, I got mine probably a week or 2 weeks maybe after the show aired.
Nice.
So pretty quick.
Good. And if you guys don't receive your stuff, let me know. I mean, within a reasonable amount of time, because sometimes this stuff falls through the cracks. I forget about it, but yeah, I'm glad you got your book. Very good. What else? Have you won anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, so no AKs, no guns. You didn't want any knives?
No.
Okay, so you're in the running. Yeah, you're in the hunt.
Oh yeah.
You know what you got to do to win one of these XTDFs now. So get it done.
Oh yeah.
Get her done. Let's go to Austin now. We've talked to Dooley before. We'll get to Dooley, but go ahead, Austin.
So I'm Austin Whalen. I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been a leadhead since September or August of last year. Been listening ever since. I am a computer graphic artist.
Computer graphic artist, okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you submit anything? No, I guess you'd have been after when we were doing our logo contest for our leadheads.
Yeah, I was behind that.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, you can still submit something if you want to.
I drew that.
I'd like to see your ideas.
Leadhead.
Oh yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me.
I like that. That was good. We need to do something with that. And have you won anything?
I have won the last giveaway, the LEOs with the Streamlight, with the Defy watch, and the Buck knife.
And the Buck knife. Very good.
Yeah. But I am also a winner of the AK for episode 8.
I was going to say, now you're missing something really big there.
I'm waiting for that still.
It is coming. They got that new railed trunnion, that you can front sight post. Yeah, the front sight post. So they're waiting for those to come in, and they're going to send those out.
All right.
But you will get it. Stay on them. Stay on me. You're going to get it. Promise. Dooley.
How now?
You've been on the show a few times.
Yep, I was going to say this is going to be like my 4th or 5th time on the show.
You're starting to become a regular now.
Yeah, so I've been around.
You've been around. You've been around a while.
Yep, I started listening in December of 2012.
That's the very first show.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
You were there, baby.
I think I figured out what a podcast was about 4 episodes before Marty did.
I still didn't know what it was. I didn't figure it out until like 2 years ago.
So yeah, we do this thing. I always bring up his knife with the rape whistle.
I haven't thought about that in a long time. You know, I never got that back. Hank Strange stole that, and I never got it back.
Yep. No, it's so it's I've been around. I've always running through with it. Always loved the show. I won the multicam package a couple years ago.
It's been more than a couple. Yeah. It's been a minute.
And actually wearing the multicam headphones that I won.
Sweet. What all was in that package? I don't remember. Do you remember? It's been a while.
It was the headphones. It was the headphones, a pair of sunglasses, and a pair of gloves. And then I got a hold of Ernesto again because I'd got his email and asked for a whole bunch of patches, like not the Velcro patches,
right? But
uniform patches, because at the time I had about half of my unit was deployed to Afghanistan, and they kept tearing their uniforms. And they ran out of patches, so it was a glue-on patch, and he sent a big box for me to send to him.
Cool, very cool.
Yep. And then I also won an AK.
Look at you! Somebody's jealous that's on this show right now, huh?
I am very jealous.
Now, are you?
my birthday's in just the end of this week.
The end of this week?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, jump on and inundate the post. We've got one more to give away. One more AK to give away. That's going to happen this month. The 15th is when the show is going to be released. I'm actually going to be recording it this week. So we'll be picking a winner this week as you're hearing this, the next winner. Completely random. I'm going to do the dice thing again. I think that was pretty good randomness. We'll have 6 people, and we'll roll the dice, and boom, that's who's going to get it. So maybe, Pearce, you might be on that list. Cross your fingers. And then we're going to continue it. We're going to continue the AK Corner, 12 more episodes. I
was super excited to hear that.
Yeah.
Haven't got a commitment. Look who it is.
That's my T-shirt.
That's who needs to be on. You need a T-shirt?
Well, remember you gave Tia the one that wasn't going to fit 2 years ago?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't get one?
Tia, your wife. Tia, not my sister.
You didn't pick her one up this year?
He forgot.
Oh, you goober.
Because I wasn't all there.
Okay. We'll get you a shirt.
What?
I said we'll get you a shirt. Yeah. He's got to remind me.
He's forgetful. He didn't bring me anything back this year.
What a loser.
I know.
I mean, you should have seen the
he
swag
got me a
Vortex
hat. I know. He got me a Vortex hat, and he's like, I really want that hat. And so I gave it back to him.
Poor thing.
I know. I had to stay home with a sick kid with influenza.
That's what I heard. I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, she's fine. She was jumping off the walls. And
we'll leave him at home next time, and then you come out.
Okay, well.
Because we missed you. Tia was asking about you.
I know, which is crazy because my sister's name is Tia too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so it's Marty and Tia and Marnie and Tia.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird in so many different ways I don't even think about.
That's something I picked up on right away. But anyway, I'm going to be a loser and I'm going to go run.
Okay. So, well, knock it out.
My shooting was okay tonight. So 4 boxes of shells later.
4 boxes.
Mm-hmm. I was the only one who showed up, so I got
one-on-one training. The ammo.
Well, it was my ammo, but I could have shot more. But
well, maybe if I can ever land an ammo sponsor and get you guys discounts on ammo.
Yeah, that would be nice. I shoot a 12 gauge. I shoot a 12 gauge, just so you know.
Oh, did you see the 12 gauge I've got? Did you show her my 12 gauge? Hold on.
That's not the 12 gauge I shoot.
Shoot this. It's fun to shoot.
All right. I'll let you guys go.
Good to see you.
Bye.
In case you guys didn't know, that was Nick's wife, not his daughter.
Yep. No, that was my wife. She has a fine shotgun problem.
What does she shoot?
Well, currently she has a Beretta A400 that has been breathed on rather extensively.
What does that mean? She said.
Yeah, I don't mess around.
So you use it a lot?
He's going to pay for it. I don't mess around.
Yeah. Well, I think as a household, we go through about 300 rounds of 12 gauge a week.
Good Lord.
Sweet.
She does most of that.
Maybe you should train Keanu next time. We'll tell Keith Tell Keith about that.
Yeah. So yeah, we buy lead by the ton here.
He even gave me
by the pallets.
He reloaded, and I was like, "What? That hurt!" Bounced off my collarbone.
Yeah.
All
right, where was I? Were we talking to Nick? The AK corner? What were we talking about?
We just had we switched over to Pearce about the AK corner and one coming up because his birthday is the end of this week.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So birthday boy coming up. Make sure you get in there and participate. I want to see that name dominate. You'll make the list.
Definitely.
And that's how you do it. You just participate, right, guys? You guys didn't have to do anything special. You just participating.
Yep.
Doing stuff. I mean, just kind of like this right here. When I go to iTunes, I want to see those ratings on iTunes. And we've got some new ones here. I'm going to read these. Call Me Big Daddy says, I listen to the podcast weekly and have not missed one since the start. Lefty has great interviews, like the guys I have on right now, and talks to an eclectic group of people. I don't even know what that means. I met Lefty and Pepper in Dallas, and they are good folks. Hopefully we'll see them again in Indianapolis. Well, it didn't make Indianapolis, unfortunately. So call me Big Daddy, 5-star rating. There you go. I like that. Jeff Haddix, which Jeff Haddix is the person who started this whole opposite jackwagon thing. So you guys can thank him for that. And he's also gone on iTunes and left us a rating and a review here. It says, this podcast has the best interviews for the support of the 2A community, industry leaders, 2A events, veterans, supports law enforcement, and exposing jackwagons all over the world, which we did. Lefty kills it every week. Don't miss a single episode. Jeff Haddix. 5-star, baby. Sweet. Your Mom 69.50 says,
classy guy.
Great podcast for gun lovers at every level. Great gun podcast to listen and learn, whether you're new to the wonderful world of your Second Amendment right or a seasoned veteran of bullseye blasting goodness. Kind of like Marnie. Keep up the great work and stay frosty, my friend. That's Your Mom 69.50. And then the next one just came in a few days ago. Says, top notch. This is from Cowan Man. COWAN Man. The show host, Marty, or Lefty, is a true advocate for the Second Amendment. The show is quick-paced and packed with, I don't know how quick it is today, with good information. Guests on the show are also positive and show great insight into various topics. I have taken a shooting class with Marty, and he is the real deal. I wonder who this is. Listen and prepare to be addicted to the show. Also call a lead head. That was from the Cowan Man. Very cool. So, as I was saying, there are many ways that you can get giveaways and win stuff from the Talking Lead podcast, and this is one. And one of these people right here are going to be the recipient of the $25, one of the 4 of the $25 gift cards from 1776 United. And I'm going to leave it up to our 3 panelists to pick the winner. So let's start with Austin. Who's your vote? You got Call Me Big Daddy, you got Jeff Haddix, you got Your Mom 69.50, and you got Cowan Man.
I gotta go with Call Me Big Daddy.
Call Me Big Daddy, okay. Who's your vote, Pearce?
Wanted to say that. Which was the one that said they've been listening to since day one?
That would be Call Me Big Daddy.
Call Me Big Daddy.
Call Me Big Daddy. So, I mean, your vote don't count, but Dooley, who would you vote for?
You know, I'm going to say I'll agree with Call Me Big Daddy because us old timers need to have a little bit of say in here too. But okay. It is funny that you have like the worst kept secret identity in the firearms, like industry.
I mean, it wasn't by design. I don't ever say my name on the show either. I don't guess, do I? I don't ever say this is your host, Marty Holder. Or,
nope.
This is Lefty. This is Lefty. If you don't know me, then get to know me. So Call Me Big Daddy from iTunes. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. You are the winner of the $25 gift card from 1776 United in celebration of Talking Lead's 300th episode, continuing the celebration from now until whenever. So make sure you're being engaging, you're participating, and when I say engaging and participating with the other listeners as well, because a lot of you guys will get online and you'll chit-chat back and forth with one another, and I think some people have made some friendships through the show as well. So it's very cool. So shoot me an email. This is how you get in touch with me. TalkingLead@gmail.com, Big Daddy, with all your contact info. And we'll set you up with that gift card. All right. So that just threw me off completely, but that was a perfect segue into that giveaway. I want to hit you guys with...
New guy. And sometimes a girl. Question.
Sometimes a girl. No girls this time, though. So let's start off with, what's your earliest recollection of shooting a gun? And we'll go with Nick.
I was probably 4 and took an old pump action 22 out. We're shooting tin cans outside the house.
Yeah. Do you still have that gun?
My brother still has that one.
Okay. So you've got access to it. Cool.
Oh yeah, still got access to it.
Nice.
Nope. I still have the first center fire rifle I ever shot. That's sitting in my safe right now. And
very cool. What about you, Pearce? Yep. Did we lose Pearce?
Mute.
Can you hear me?
Were you muted?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that. My earliest recollection, I had some pretty country friends back in the day. And I think when we were about 6 or 7 years old, one of them had a skeet shoot for their birthday. And so we were out at my buddy's family farm and shooting shotguns. Doubt I hit anything, but it was a good time.
So you remember what kind of, was it a 20 gauge, 12 gauge? What was it?
I think a 20 gauge. 20 gauge. Yeah. Just whatever their parents had there that they brought out. So
now, being in Georgia and being an attorney, I'm sure you got your permit.
Definitely.
What was the first gun that you could call your own that you actually spent your money on?
It was a HK USP 40.
Okay.
And it was probably my least favorite gun I've bought.
Because what made it your least favorite, you think?
Well, it was had like 11-pound trigger pull. It was double action with barely any reset. So it was like a huge, really long reset. It was just kind of a bitch to shoot.
Yeah.
Just wasn't all that fun. I ended up selling that one. Then I got a Kimber after that, and then built my first AR.
Sweet. Austin.
So my first time shooting was a BB gun. About when I was 8 or 12, we were visiting my family on my father's side up in Kansas at their farm.
Mm-hmm. They
wanted us to shoot at the sparrows in the barn. They're building nests up there.
You don't get that very often, do you?
There's this crazy amount of nests up there.
Did you get any hits?
Yeah, I got some. And my mom would never even let me have a pocket knife, so she went kind of crazy when he got me a BB gun.
So was it love at first sight after that? Were you hooked?
Most part, yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What was your first gun you call your own?
First gun I bought was a Ruger 22 stick shooter.
Okay. You still have that?
I still have that.
Nice. Very good. Now, do you have kids? Are you married?
I'm married, but I don't have kids.
Okay. Not yet. All right. Well, you hang on to that. It'll be a good hand-me-down.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, Pearce, you said you built your first AR. What was what did your first build include?
Let me see. It was a Yankee Hill upper. I ended up going with like a Yankee Hill up receiver barrel and forearm, and then the lower was a Rock River. With all, I still have the lower. I remember I sold the upper, changed it out since then. This is about the 4th one I've built. Nice little pistol I got here.
Nice, yeah. You're showing us a little pistol build there with what is that sight you got on there?
That's the Vortex Spark AR.
Okay. We need to get you a Right-On Optics micro red dot on there.
Definitely.
You'll like that. Very cool. What about you, Dooley? You done some AR builds?
Yeah, we've done a few. I now host AR build classes, so I actually
so you talk about you got a gun company. So talk about your company.
So I own Dooley Defense, and started out as a training company. I've got let's see, I think I'm in year 18 now of being in the South Dakota Army National Guard. my wife just put 20 on in the Air Guard. So she's Air Force, I'm Army. And
it's a hell of a mix, huh?
Yep. But, and probably the last 10 years of that, I've been a small arms instructor for guards and, doing all those things. And I've gone to a lot of cool schools all over and training events on the Army side. So we went through and I decided that we didn't have any firearms training anywhere close to the town I live in. So I said, well, I guess the Army paid a lot of money to teach me how to be an instructor, and I'll capitalize on that. And I started my company. And then after about 8 months, I said, yeah, we need an FFL too. So FFL and SOT and all the other fun stuff. Now, sales, service, and training all in one shop. And
nice. And this is in South Dakota. And it's called WWII Defense.
Yep, WWII Defense.
Very cool.
And we do a variety of classes. But I love training. I love teaching. My favorite class I teach is probably our AR class that we do. And when we do that, you get you come in beforehand. When you pre-register, you do the lower, so everything's legal. And then when you show up to class, I hand you a box of parts.
Okay.
And it's 100% stripped. Everything's bare. And you assemble it all. I provide all the tools and everything like that. And generally have one other, instructor there with me.
Right.
And we'll go through and we start putting together rifles. And I won't sell a rifle that I wouldn't use for that class. So generally, because, we do that, they end up with about a $1,000 rifle for around $700.
Nice. Very nice.
So
and how often do you do those?
We're doing them about once a quarter. And it's just because.
And where can they sign up to do that?
They can sign up to do that on our Facebook page, WWII Defense, or contact me at info@dualidefense.com.
Okay.
I'd say we have a website, but I have a domain that I can get emails through because I'm not really as computer savvy as I might fake it to be.
Don't you have a tech guy that does that for you?
Yeah, I do, but he's recovering from getting bear sprayed.
Yeah, we talked about that 2 episodes ago. Bless his heart.
Yep. So
he's recovering. He's recovering nicely, though, right?
Oh yeah, he's doing real well. He's back to normal, and
much to your chagrin.
Oh yeah, it happens. But nope. With doing that, it's one of the greatest things about doing those classes is I've had it happen 3 times now where I've had fathers and sons.
Mm-hmm.
Where a dad will bring in, one of them was the one I remember.
Father's Day's coming up.
Yep, his 13-year-old son was with him, and they put it together. And the kid was kind of, all right, whatever at the beginning. And then by the end of the day, when he had the full rifle in his hand and then went to the range and shot it, yeah, you're never going to have to worry about that kid having a drug problem because he's addicted to rifles. And
he don't want to jeopardize that. Huh?
Well, no, he's not going to have money.
Cheaper though.
What's that? Well, which one's cheaper? I think the drug habit would be cheaper. Yeah, definitely.
He'll be too broke to afford them.
So we're going to make an announcement with Nick and WWII Defense on one of our giveaways here in just a minute. But we're in the new guy questions. So we talked about military law enforcement. We know that Nick, you got guard experience with the Army, 18 years.
Yep.
What about Austin? You got any military law enforcement, first responder background?
I have no military or law enforcement background.
Okay. What about you, Pearce?
Grew up with a Marine for a father, but I myself am not military or law enforcement.
That counts. Father's Day's coming up. I just keep reminding you guys, all our sponsors have great Father's Day presents, so make sure you check them out. When it comes to pop culture, what is your favorite go-to, whether it's a movie, a TV show, a song, a magazine, a podcast? What's your favorite go-to, Austin?
I watch a lot of Family Guy.
Family Guy?
I rewatch them over and over. Family Guy.
Okay. So you're a Family Guy guy.
Family Guy guy.
What about music? What kind of music you listen to? You're in Texas there.
I like to listen to the Texas music, of course.
Oh, that reminds me. So I got this in from, where's he at? I think this came in from, not you, Austin, but I think this is a Texas band. Where's it at? So many emails from you guys. Keep them coming. TalkingLead@gmail.com. I love getting these. Gunslinger Metal. This is from Alex Kellums. He was supposed to join us tonight, but he didn't have Skype on his phone. So it says, Yo Lefty, unlike Howdy Howdy, like Austin does. He says, Yo Lefty. I know you like to rock out as I do. Check out this new song from Texas Hippie Coalition. You ever heard of them?
I have not.
Texas Hippie Coalition.
I've seen them in concert. They're good.
All right, have you seen them? You've heard of them. Okay. They look like he sent me the link to the video. It's called Moonshine is the name of the song. Great song.
Okay.
Love it. Absolutely love it. But it's a weird video. These cats are weird.
All their
looking
videos
at a thumbnail, it looks kind of weird.
But they've got guns all over the place in the video. I don't know that some of these people probably need them, but it's they're entertained. I can tell that they'd be entertained. So you had a good time at the concert?
Yeah. Okay. It was a good time.
It looks like it'd be a good time. So I'm going to add these guys to my playlist, and I'll pipe in a little bit of their song here so you guys can hear it in the background as we're talking about it.
So, no, I do listen to, live 3 hours from everywhere, so I spend a lot of time driving. Mm-hmm. And
do you do a lot of talk radio, or do you do music?
I do mostly podcasts, just because I have there's 4 radio stations in town now that play music, and 2 of them play the same set list in reverse order.
I got you. Yeah.
And so
burn out on radio years ago, man. I can't stand advertisements. Same thing on TV with I don't have I hadn't had cable for 20 years. I can't stand commercials of Netflix and Prime and all those have got us ruined on commercials, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're much the same boat. I think we've been or 6 or 7 years without cable or satellite or anything like that. Just doing the streaming services, but nope. Other than that,
where it's at.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely where it's at. And
so what podcast do you listen to? I mean, Talking Lead, yeah, whatever. What?
No, I listen to We Like Shooting. Sean and the guys over there are all great guys. It's heard you on a couple episodes over there talking to them.
Yeah. They've been on here too a few times.
Yep, a few times. This Week in Guns. Handful of other ones. Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. Those guys are based out of Atlanta.
What's that? Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. It sounds like a conspiracy.
It is, but it isn't. So it's more like odd history.
Uh-huh.
They'll go through stuff that isn't generally talked about, and it's just kind of a unique listen. Like they just had one about talking about serial killers, but it was ancient serial killers that they'd said, oh no, these were ones that this isn't a new thing.
Like pre-Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, it was like...
Because he was like considered the first serial killer.
Yeah, these were people from like Roman times.
Oh, okay.
But it's just... and that's what a lot of them are. Like one of them they did last week was on all about, Putin and stuff like that. And it's not conspiracies. It's just not stuff you get in a normal news feed that's a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. So it's called what? I'm going to check this one out.
Stuff
that
they
one
don't
reminds
want you
me
to
of
know.
another one that I listened to, the last podcast on the left.
I've seen that. I haven't listened to it yet. What's it about?
Yeah, it's like again, kind of dark history. You're just talking about the ancient serial killers, but they go into a lot of serial killers, some of the crazy Nazi stuff, other occult and things like that. It's a pretty cool one. It's a couple comedians who do a really good job at making light of the situation, like talking about Jeffrey Dahmer using every piece of his kills, waste not, want not.
Yeah,
that sounds good. I've been meaning to check that out. What do you say, Austin?
A lot of my coworkers listen to that.
It's called The Last Podcast on the Left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you tried to listen and you couldn't get into it, or what?
I was actually trying to find a podcast to listen to, and I was like, maybe I should go find a gun podcast, and boom, Talking Lead.
I listened to Kevin Smith. Really enjoy listening to his podcast. And then was it Mike Rowe? Is that his name?
Yep.
It's called
Dirty Jobs.
The Way I Heard It.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're short. They're usually real short, but they're interesting. They do like history facts, and he's like, he used to be. If if you ever listen to Paul Harvey, I mean, if you guys remember
the rest of the story.
The rest of the story, yeah. That's what it is, basically. He just ripped off Paul Harvey.
Yeah.
But then, and then I'll listen to some like movie review. There's some other movie review podcasts out there that I'll listen to.
Another weapons podcast is one of my favorites on knives is Behind the Blade podcast.
Behind the Blade, okay.
Yep.
Speaking of that, Blade show is coming up. Are you going? You're down there in your neck of the woods. You going?
Oh, absolutely. I got the early bird pass, and I'll be in line probably 7 a.m. Friday morning so I can get custom I want.
Very cool. What are you getting custom from?
Vehement Knives.
Vehement.
Yeah, Matt Martin does an absolutely incredible job. One of the absolute best knife makers.
Is he showing us one of his knives right now, rubbing it in?
Yeah. This is the Kuta Misa.
It's like a Skinner.
It's just, I love this one, but he'll have a healthy showing of some customs and some mid-techs. But that's my main acquisition target.
Okay. I may come down for that.
What's a 4-hour drive for you?
Yeah, it's not far. It's not bad.
Okay.
My brother lives down there too, so
nice.
I may pop in. If I do, I'll let you know.
Definitely.
So let's go on with our new guy questions. That was the what was that?
Media.
Oh yeah. Pop culture. Okay. What is your next gotta have, wanna have price? No, not price band. Just what's your next gotta have, wanna have? What's on your list? I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy this next week. What is it?
I have a really weird hankering for, and I don't know why. I really want like a complete 80s rific two-tone 1911.
Okay.
Like, I want the stainless frame, but a blued slide.
Okay.
Like doing it total Magnum PI style.
Sweet.
I don't know why I want one. I've just suddenly just got a craving to have one.
Do you want to build your own, or do you want to go out and get like a certain brand?
Oh, no, I'll probably build it.
Okay, cool. Pearce just said he's going to get that knife. What do those run? How much do those knives cost?
They
look
one right
pricey.
Here, MSRP is like $550 or so.
Okay.
But that's if you can get it directly from Matt.
Kind of handles is he doing?
Sorry, what was that?
The wood on the handles. What kind of wood's he using?
It's black linen micarta.
Okay.
Just
full
awesome
tang.
stuff
Yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, full tang.
Looks really nice.
With a nickel silver guard.
What kind of sheath does it come with?
Sorry, what was that?
Sheath?
This is a custom sheath made by Matt's wife, actually, with skin bender leather. But that's an awesome sheath. I think it's like a Belgian leather. That is Jenna Martin who makes that.
Okay. Very cool. What about you, Austin?
I'm going to start building my first AR.
Okay. A newbie.
Yeah.
Virgin.
Newbie. Yep.
So are you gathering the parts right now, or do you have all the parts?
I actually got the special edition from Atlas Defense with the student of the gun.
Nice.
So I'm waiting for that to come in.
Very good.
I figured it'd be a perfect way to learn student of the gun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our good buddy, Professor Paul. Make sure you guys go to his, is it GoFundMe page? Paul's got cancer now, and you guys could really help him out. Keep encouraging him. Hit him up on his Instagram, his Facebook, and tell him that fighting solves everything. Keep up the fight. Thinking about you, Paul, buddy. Keep it up, bud. All right, so first AR build. That's going to be awesome. You got to make sure you post pictures of that. We want to see that.
Yeah.
What price be damned, laws be damned, what would you own, Austin?
I still say an A10.
Or Nick? A Warthog?
I'll always say an A10 Warthog.
Yeah, why not? What about you, Austin?
I guess I would take a tank.
A tank? Any certain kind?
Tank. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but
the most modern, tricked out, badass tank there is, right?
Yep, the most modern.
With all the bullets.
All the bullets, yes.
What about you, Pearce?
Well, I think since I named my son Barrett, I definitely need to get my hands on one of them.
Now that's like realistically, you can attain one of those. You can get one of those. So, laws be damned, rules be damned, money be damned.
Money be damned.
Yeah, you got all the damn money. You don't have to abide by any of the rules or the laws. What would you own?
Maybe like a like a minigun.
Okay.
That would be great.
Minigun would be awesome. Yeah.
Definitely. Need all the money be damned for all the ammo.
Now, you'd need something to mount that minigun on. What would you mount it on?
Be like a helicopter of some sort.
Helo? You go Helo?
Yeah.
Nick mounted his on a freaking warthog, so. I think that's how it started, wasn't it? Didn't you say like minigun and then you're like, hell, I just take the whole plane? No, the A-10 Warthog, the plane.
Yeah.
Shoot a warthog with it, yeah. Go
he
hog
strapped it on the back of a Pumbaa.
I haven't asked this one in a while. Is there a gun or maybe a piece of kit or just something that I'll just open up to anything that you're a little ashamed to admit that you own? Doesn't have to be firearms. Nick.
Oh, I have some. I have some. I started to get ashamed by it, and then I just reveled in the glory that was the Jennings J22. Like, I even found ivory grips for it.
What is a Jennings J22?
It's a $35 semi-automatic Jam-O-Matic.
Jam-O-Matic. Peanut butter go with that jam.
Yeah, I bought it for $35.
Nice.
Their original retail price was $90.
And they couldn't get that for them, huh?
Oh no, this was used.
I got you.
They went out of business.
I can imagine.
Although now they're called Jimenez.
So they're back. They're back.
Yeah, it's the same. They're part of that whole Ring of Fire brand. They were the highest time to crime firearm in the country.
Gotcha. Pearce.
Yes. Probably the goofiest gun I own is the North American Arms mini revolver.
Oh, those are cool.
They are
the little guns.
They're tiny.
Yeah. Austin.
I don't have anything I'm ashamed of.
Nothing? Something you might be reluctant to tell somebody you own or collect, or it could be anything. That doesn't have to be a firearm.
Anything?
Yeah. Like a G.I. Joe collection, or like I've got over there.
I think I have since it's my generation, it's some Pokemon cards still.
There you go.
Pokemon.
You're holding on to those. Maybe one day they'll be worth. You put your kid through college that you don't have yet. Very cool. Next question: if you could spend the day at the range with anyone or any group of people, still living, dead, fictional, who would it be? Pearce.
I think it'd be pretty cool to spend the day with Al Manfrey.
There you go. It was awesome to spend a couple hours with him. I mean, I don't think we got that much time with him, but it was an honor. It was a great time. I would like to get every remaining World War II veteran together and hang out with them. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be sweet. Nick, Nickelodeon.
The last time I said this, I said General George Patton.
Yeah, you gonna change that?
Well, I still think I'd be fun to go see with. Just talk strategy and shoot the ivory handled single action armies.
Yeah.
But I still think it'd be fun to do that. But otherwise, I think we should just get all the leadheads together and have a giant leadhead range day.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
At Dooley Defense.
I mean, yeah, we can find a place to host
North Dakota. Let's do it.
No, South Dakota.
South Dakota.
We're 80% less bleak.
Less bleak. What about Stormin' Norman Schwarzkopf?
I'd like to talk to him. I love sitting around talking strategy with a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I like talking to some people who are a little bit more less known. I had a chance to sit down and talk with some guys from the asymmetrical warfare unit once, and that was a trip.
I'll bet. Yeah. That would be awesome. What about you, Austin?
I would go with John Wayne.
John Wayne, the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke.
What was his name? Real name? Marion or something like that?
Marion Morse.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. What would is it him, or would you like one of his characters from a movie?
No, just him.
Just him? Okay.
Just him.
Because I'd like to spend time with Magnum PI. Not necessarily Tom Selleck, but Magnum PI. See what I'm saying? The Lone Ranger. Would love to spend time with the Lone Ranger at the range. That would be great. Those are my picks. So as I ask those questions, and you guys listen, your longtime listeners, are there questions that I should be adding to this list for our new guy, and sometimes a girl questions?
How about what are you carrying?
What are you carrying right now?
Yeah.
What's your EDC? Let's do that. Boom.
For me?
Doing it right now,
Glock 43. Most of the time, this knife or this knife.
Yeah. And that, so say what it is.
This is another one from Vehement. Same company that makes the other one. This is the Vehement Grunt.
Yeah, it's a more pocket size.
Sheet on my belt. Spyderco PM2.
Nice. And
sometimes a pen or something.
What's your torch? Got to be carrying some light. What's your torch?
I have a Olight SR2, but SR2 something or other. Pretty sweet little light.
Okay.
Tiny little thing, but 1,000 lumens.
That's bright. Dooley, what's yours?
Every day I always have a Keltec P3 AT in my pocket.
Look at you.
And then,
supporting our sponsors.
Actually, my wife got me that for our wedding present.
Now, how do you like it? Shoot good?
100% honesty.
Yes.
It is the worst gun I have to shoot.
Trigger? Because of the trigger?
The trigger and the size of my finger.
Yeah, you're a big dude.
My finger almost doesn't fit in the trigger guard with the trigger all the way forward. So getting it to go reset, I have to move my finger ahead of the trigger. Otherwise it won't reset all the way, which is a problem unique to me.
So do you carry it because it's sentimental, or do you really like it?
I've used it every day, and my wife gave it to me. I carry it. That's my backup gun. I call it my backup gun. I call it my constant companion. I've actually had to re-Cerakote it twice. I wore the original finish off it once.
Wow.
From
you've had it a while. Wear. How long you had it?
Let's see. I've had it since.
Holy shit, guys! We've been talking 2 hours. We got to wrap this up.
I've had it for.
I didn't realize.
I've carried it in my pocket every day for 8 years.
Okay.
And then
wear a whole. Have you ever left it in your pocket and put it in the laundry basket and got washed?
No, I haven't, because I always pull it out of that pair of pants.
Okay.
I've come close a couple times.
So you carry that for 8 years, but you don't wear the same pair of pants for 8 years. Okay, I got you. I'm with you.
No. Then most days I also carry a Smith & Wesson Shield. Then and that one I'm running a Stealth Gear holster with inside the waistband. I too carry an Olight baton, but mine's an S1. And then for my knife, I can't remember the name of it. It's an SOG Auto.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I can't remember the name of it because I found it and went, it's Strat Ops. SOG Strat Ops.
Strat Ops. Okay. Cool. Anything else you carrying? EDC? You do a med kit? I mean, you probably carry around more than the usual.
I do. That's just what's on my person. Then I always carry, I call it my lunch bag. It's a lunch box, but I just throw it on a backpack. So with that, I carry a full trauma kit, and an ouch pouch.
Right.
And 2 rats tourniquets, 2 cat tourniquets.
Which we're going to be giving away rats tourniquets during our 300th episode celebration.
I've carried one of those on the buttstock of my shotgun for 5 years.
You ever had to use one?
I've never had to use one. I started carrying one because we had an incident with a dog that needed one.
Mm-hmm. Which they're notoriously great for animals and children, because you can get a tighter wrap with those.
That's the reason why I carry them.
Very cool.
So,
Austin.
Nope.
I carry a rat's tourniquet. I also keep a pocket lifesaver in my lunch kit. I carry to work every day.
Nice.
Right now I'm carrying, the knife I carry is the little Spitfire I1. And my hand cannon is the Shield.
Okay.
9mm.
9mm Shield.
Mm-hmm. And then I had a Surefire flashlight, and when I won the Streamline, I sort of like this one better.
It's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah.
It is very nice.
Pretty nice Streamline.
So that's what I carry.
Very good. I've been carrying this Garda from ASP. It fits. You can cover it up. And Dooley, his hand would swallow it, but I'm the normal size dude.
I mean,
but it's 450 lumens, I think. I think it's what he said. But it's got the 2 different settings. You can go dimmer or brighter. And it's a dual fuel, this little thing. So you can recharge it. You just stick it into a USB thing. Been really loving this. But the XT, I've been carrying it around a lot too. I like it too. But this one's more compact, more EDC-ish, I guess is the word. This goes in my bag. The bigger one goes in my bag, and this one goes in my pocket. I carry the guard in my pocket. Very cool. So yeah, I'll add that question. You just got to remind me. I like that. That's a good question. Start doing that one. All right, guys. We've been talking a shit long time. A lot longer than I anticipated. Sorry about that. Let's wrap it up here. We want to give another gift card away, and I want to do that from the post that I did on. Let's go to Instagram. And you guys, can you guys pull up Instagram?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not on Instagram.
Okay, let's go to Facebook. Can you go to Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, let's do Facebook then. And let's go to the post that I did where people are voting on what we're going to call the new segment.
Alrighty.
Let me get there. All right. So we've got, at this point, 16. We've got 16 votes. So I'm going to, and don't go through there and look. I want you guys, how are we going to do this randomly? It's a good random way to do this.
Could just hit random.org or whatever that is and pump in 16 and just go from the top down.
Okay, do that. And this is going to be the win. Dooley, are you doing it, Dooley?
Yep, on it.
Okay. Dooley's doing the randomizer. And let me count and make sure there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's more than 60.
Yeah, mine's saying there's 19 comments.
16. There's like some replies to people, so
Okay.
there's 16 main comments here. And the winner of the 1776 United $25 gift card is going to be what number?
9.
9. Pearce, count down 9 and tell us who number 9 is.
Going from the top, from mine. 1, 2. Mine says Josh Spill.
Josh Spill. There you go. Josh, congratulations. I think Josh is a new lead head. I remember because I said as I was calling him Spill. What did he do? He did something.
He voted 1A.
He voted 1A on this, but he, I think he sent an email in on Jackwagon or something like that. Oh no, he's the one who did. I think he did the Celebrity and the limo, Liberty limo. I think that was him. He had those. Is that the ones he voted for? I'll bet it is.
1A.
Yeah.
1 is Celebrity and Lead Force 1 is A.
Oh, he did Lead Force 1. Okay.
Yeah.
He vetoed his own vote. I like the Liberty limo. I mean, if it doesn't win, it may show up, as a guest appearance or something. But anyway.
You gonna override the votes?
Maybe that.
No, I'm not going to override them. I mean, it may make a special appearance every now and again. Whatever the vote is what it's going to be. The Leadheads have spoken. But I take liberty on additions. Very cool. So congratulations, Josh. TalkingLead@gmail.com. Shoot your contact info. And you're going to get the second of the 4 of the 1776 United gift cards. Very cool. So lots to give away. Thanks to all the sponsors of Talking Lead. Right On Optics, the official optics of Talking Lead. Check them out at rightonoptics.com. 1776 United, official swag provider of Talking Lead. X Steel Targets, the best, most affordable AR-500 steel targets on the market today are, Austin?
X Steel Targets.
There you go, baby. Modern Spartan Systems, for all your gun cleaning, lubricating needs. Modern Spartan Systems has you covered. And, oh, by the way, they've even got stuff for your engine. Anything that's got an engine, you can put this TVT engine oil additive into it, and it's going to protect it and make it run smoother. And in my case, gives you better gas mileage. I've been getting better gas mileage out of the old lead sled. Haven't driven it in a little bit because I got a water pump out. Still hadn't got that water pump fixed. Anybody know a good shade tree mechanic? Let me know. Keltec, Dooley, hit Keltec up with your awesome thing you did a minute ago.
Keltec Firearms, the industry leader in innovation. Whether you're into something like a bullpup rifles, their RDB and RFB, the bullpup shotgun, which is an amazing, the KSG, and my personal favorite, the KS7s. You can find anything you want from Keltec. constantly leading the innovation, and also giving away a CP33 handgun for the Talking Lead 300 episode specials.
Holy shit, dude. I'm going to hire you. That's awesome. That is amazing. Who am I forgetting?
You're forgetting one thing.
What?
We still have to give the details for the silencer giveaway.
Oh, there you go. So that's coming. That's going to be Dooley Defense will be their last sponsor that we think. ASP, make sure you guys go and check ASP USA out. Make sure you go Rats Tourniquet and let Jeff know how much you appreciate that. All you guys, I mean, you said you got Rats Tourniquet. You're going to get another Rats Tourniquet for being on the show, so thank you for participating. Going to hook you up with those. And you guys are going to get one of the, if they ever get made, one of the special 300th edition Lettys.
Alrighty.
For participating. Nice. So thank you. Before I forget, I wanted to throw that out there. And then, of course, X-Steel targets on the gongs. Still working on Ride-On. Haven't got a commitment from them yet. I don't know if they're going to be putting anything else up or not. Glock said they're going to be doing something, so once we find out what Glock's doing, we'll get them involved with this. Buck Knives, working on getting some custom engraved stuff done with them, so don't be surprised if those pop up pretty soon. But yes, Dooley Defense and an SOS-22 silencer. Is it from Rebel Silencers?
Yep, it's from Rebel Silencers. They're a Texas-based company down there, so Austin might know of them. And their slogan is "Buy Vets for Patriots." Okay,
so it's veteran-owned.
Veteran-owned, and they're a great company to deal with.
Nice.
And I used a lot of their cans, and I found out about them by doing one of those things where it's just like this, where they had a deal where comment and like and on their Instagram, and that's how I won a can from them.
Nice.
So with that, this is one of those things where I'm going to pay it forward.
Man, this is how the Leadhead Brigade operates, guys, right here. This is what it's all about.
Yep. It's paying it forward, and it's also giving back to a podcast that gives us so much.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
So I'm holding up here for the couple guys that can see this.
He's going to send us pics, and we're going to post pics.
Yep. This is the actual can that's being given away. So this is on the model they have here. It's the SOS-22S. So it is a shorter one. It will work on any rimfire. So the 17s, 22 Magnums, anything like that. They work great. I have one. It's I shoot it all the time.
Cool.
One great thing about them, you can take them apart. Okay. So it's a tubeless design.
Clean it up.
And you take it apart. It screws apart, so it's easy to clean, especially with that dirty 22 ammunition.
Yeah.
And those things happen. So with that, Lefty and I were talking, and we said, we got to come up with a good hashtag for this, because as we know, this is probably going to drop right around the 75th anniversary of the D-Day invasion.
Yeah.
And with that, the D-Day invasion was a multinational force, but what we were really doing was giving Europe back their freedom, because that's what we're all about here. That's the biggest thing we promote is freedom. Free to do whatever you want. You're free to say what you want, worship how you want, free to protect yourself and all these things. Yep. Eat what you want. These aren't things that the Constitution gives you. These are things that were embodied on you by being a living, breathing person on this earth. The Constitution didn't give you those things. The Bill of Rights protects them from being taken from you. That's where a lot of people, say, oh, the Second Amendment gives me the right to do this. No, the Second Amendment says that they can't take that right from me, which is what the Bill of Rights is all about, is freedom. So with that, we decided that hit all the social medias up, do everything that Lefty was talking about, participate in all of the Talking Lead 300 episode stuff, and take a picture of something that just means freedom to you. It doesn't have to be, somebody standing, in an American flag cape with a bald eagle mask on, shotgunning a Bud Light. It can be something else where it might just be, a picture of American flag hanging on a little white church, something like that. But take a picture of something that means freedom to you.
It might be you sitting in front of your TV playing Tecmo Super Bowl or something, with your feet up.
Whatever it is, if it's something that says freedom to you, hit it up, and then with all the usual hashtags. But then the big one for this one is TL for Talking Lead, so hashtag TL FreedomCast.
TL FreedomCast. I love it. Now, like he said, keep in mind, you've got to be participating in these other giveaway contests that we're doing. So ASP, that's the one we've got going right now. You've got to go to your local LE police department, or if you see them on the street, ask them if you can come up, take a selfie with them, and tell them how much you appreciate their service for your community. And that's all you got to do. I mean, you don't have to you can talk longer if you want to, if they've got time, but don't be disruptive to them. Don't be disrespectful, and ask. Just come up and ask them. We had Keith Garcia on last episode. He's LE, and he told you exactly how to go about doing that, the best way to go up and take a selfie. Maybe it's a squad car. Maybe there's not a police officer there, and you can't find one. Just do something to show that you're out supporting our local law enforcement, however that may be. I mean, if you can't get a picture with one, I understand, and you want to enter it, do something else. But use the hashtag TL300 and hashtag ASPGear, and then that's going to make you eligible for not only the flashlight, the XTDF kit that we're giving away, $160 value, giving 3 of those away, but Nick's can, the 22 SOS from Rebel silencers. Then you go and do his post, and then you do all the normal hashtags, hashtag Talking Lead, hashtag Duty Defense, show some love, but you got to have that hashtag TL
FreedomCast.
TL FreedomCast. And that's how we're going to be able to find you and pinpoint you. But just a picture of, what freedom means to you, whatever that may be. Eating a hot dog, going to a ball game, going to the lake with your family, doing your laundry, whatever. But make sure we say this is what freedom means to me in there, and then do the hashtags and whatever. Nothing stupid, nothing pornographic. I mean, stupid funny is okay. Yep. But you know what I mean.
Throwers in the bedroom.
You leadheads are always good about it. You're very respectful. So I don't think we're going to have any problems with this. And then, like I said, everybody's going to get a RATS tourniquet. So whoever wins the suppressor is going to get a RATS tourniquet. Whoever wins these flashlights is going to get a RATS tourniquet. And then whatever else we give away. Once we decide what we're doing with the CP33, same rules are going to apply. You're going to have done Nick's contest. You're going to have to done ASP's contest. And then anything else that we have in between now and then to be eligible to win that CP33 also. So very good. Guys, thank you so much for taking all this time. Holy cow, 2.5 hours. The Debbie's going to be another episode. I'm going to have to make a whole nother episode out of Debbie Lee. So that's okay. This has been a great episode. This is what I want my celebration to be about. It's about you lead heads. So I'm going to get more lead heads on. We're going to do the same thing with more lead heads in upcoming episodes. So if you get a message from me, that's what it's about. I'm trying to get you on the show to do just what we're doing here. We may even do some of those live. So you never know. But keep those jackwagons coming. Keep those Patriot suggestions coming. And anything else, suggestions for the show, talkinglead@gmail.com. Love hearing from you guys and you gals. Any parting words, Nick?
Nope. Just always make sure to keep we're going to cover our parting words in a little bit.
Okay.
But
save that. Save your Sunday punch. Pearce.
Thanks for having me on, and hope to see you next week in a Blade Show.
Yeah, man. I hope I can make that. Austin.
Well, just thanks for having me on. Enjoy the show.
And I want to thank each and every one of you personally for the support that you've shown the show, the participation that you give, because you guys are constantly giving suggestions, participating, engaging with other lead heads out there on the social media. So thank you, Austin. Thank you, Pearce. Thank you, Nick. You're coming by the shows when I'm at these shows. You come by and show us support there. You're supporting our sponsors. I see you guys always liking and commenting on our sponsors post as well. So that's what I'm looking for. And I wanted to make sure that I got you guys on, particularly because you're the cream of the crop and you guys are really good about doing that. So thank you. That's what helps build our audience and build the Leadhead Brigade. So with that being said, As always, Leadheads, keep your loved ones close.
And your firearms close.
Howdy. This is Leadhead Austin Whalen. I'm from Texas. Congratulations on the 300th episode.
This is Leadhead Pearce Taylor from outside Atlanta, Georgia, and congrats on 300.